I'm Robert Chavez. I'm from Fresno. Um, I'm also known as Nerdy. I've been drawing since I was born. So I've been drawing my whole life. I know that I had something when I was maybe, I don't know what age I was, but I remember my mom took me to like an art show, like an art contest at me and Ed's in Fresno. And I drew something on there. It was TNC Surf, the little characters, a monkey and all these are something I liked when I was younger. So I drew something and they disqualified me because they thought I cheated or I traced it. And that's how I knew, like, oh wow, maybe I am pretty good. My mom got mad, but I took it as like a compliment. I took it like, fuck, I mean, like these people think I didn't do this, so I must be pretty decent. I think growing up in the 80s, I was lucky. From toys to music to movies, everything that 80s, I'm stuck to today. I don't know if I have a name for it. It just, it's like my name Nerdy, because everything I do is, people think it's geeky, our childhood stuff, cartoons, comic, just like a group of people that enjoy it. Some people think that we're nerds, so I just took it, nerdy. Took my name Nerdy from it, so I would call it nerdy art. The blocks is pretty simple, just try to make it fit in a block. If you look at these ones, I try to make them relate to the same style. So they're all a little bit different from these Avengers that I'm doing now. I'm trying to make them look very different than my other previous works. So I try to keep them the same kind of look. And the others, that's pretty much what I do. I try to make them look. I try to do different. I don't get stuck in one different style. I like cartoons and comics, so I'll go online and do some whatever motivates me, and I'll pull stuff from different artists and I just tweak it a little bit and just go from there. Toys, pretty much, it's part of my life too. I mean, I was spoiled as a kid. My parents gave me everything that I wanted. Never broke them, always kept them. They were like, it really, toys today helps me, motivates me to draw stuff like it. So I collect my childhood pretty much. Everything that I grew up with, I gotta have it. Or everything that was part of my little era, I try to buy it or collect it. My favorite toy line has to be Master of the Universe. He-Man, Skeletor, that was my number one. But I like everything. Thundercats, Mask, G.I. Joe, but He-Man, I really remember those when I was a kid. That I really did. I whined for those. You know what? I think just cartoons got me hooked on it. I watched everything, and growing up, I watched them, and the toys came out, I had to get them. This will be my second year at DCon. It's a great show. I did it last year for the first time, and I loved it. And it's mostly for artists and people that are crafts. They don't sell out, and it's strictly mostly underground, just people that enjoy art. It'll be my second one, me and Miguel Wilson. Check him out, great artist. And my boy, we both have a booth out there. We call ourselves Rad Retro Power, but people know that Rad Retro, we just put we're called Rad Retro because we both same genre. We like everything growing up. So we really try to draw toys, movies, music from our genre. Mostly the 80s, early 90s. I'm Robert Chavez, aka Nerdy, from Wyse, California. Check me out some art shows. I'm on Instagram, Nerdy Chavez. Support us artists. Check us out.